Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another episode of Having Some Fun on Hayfield. Anyways, I got the field all cut here, as you can see. What actually happened was the game crashed, and then I had to recut it all, which took a little bit of time. And I just used Courseplay for that, I'm not gonna lie, because I was watching a movie. Anyways, so we got the John Deere, he's ready to go here, so let's just fire him up. And we'll put him on the unload silage course here. But first, let's get this guy ready to go. So I picked up, as you can see, I picked up the Claas Jaguar 980. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to try this out because I've never actually tried this out before. And I figured this was a good map to try it out on because it is a, I don't know, kind of a, I don't know what you'd call it even, a very centric towards making hay or chaff or well, anything really. It's called Hayfield. Oh, it's a car there. Jeez. Making hay, or you know, do what I'm going to do right here is making haylage, I guess it would be. All right, so I'm just going to move out into the middle of the field here and just get started. And let's move this guy. He should. There we go. Let's just see if he comes over here. I'm not sure if he will or not, but let's just request the driver. Oh, he's already here. Good. So I actually did most of the field off camera just because I was just messing around with it. I kind of wanted to just try it out. And for whatever reason, when you use this pickup or this header, it actually makes it, or says it's rye. Like if you look down here, it says rye, which is really strange. So I don't understand the reason behind that, but it says it's rye. But if you look in, the trailer, it actually is grass. So I don't understand. Just the way it is. Anyways, I actually also discovered off camera that the actual bunker is pretty small in this map. It's not nearly as big as I thought it was going to be, actually. I totally thought it was going to be a lot bigger, but it wasn't, so don't know why. I guess Chris7710 figured it was a small map, just needed a very big bunker, which is probably true. I don't think this map was originally intended for a Claas Jaguar making forage, making haylage like this, or whatever you call it. But I just wanted to try it out, and this seemed like a nice map just to mess about with it using this Claas Jaguar. Because like I said, I've never actually done it like this before, so it's interesting to see how it works out. Actually, it's pretty good. I'm surprised. It's after you set it up properly, that's kind of the weird part, is setting this thing up, because you have to unfold it, you have to set it so it's grass or chaff, and then for whatever reason it says it's rye here. I don't know. I'm still not sure of the reason why, but it seems to think I am putting rye down, or picking rye up, I guess. Which of course we're not, but it seems to think we are, at least. Anyways. I think this, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this map seems like it suffers from a bit of frame rate issues. I only have, is it still going there? No. I only have 2 tractors on this map right now, and it seems like it's kind of lagging a little bit. Maybe it's my computer, but I just started my computer not too long ago, so I'm not sure the reason. I'm not sure why that would be the case. But it seems to be a bit choppy sometimes. Like when I'm inside like this, it's not a problem, but when I'm outside, for whatever reason, it seems to be a bit choppy. Oh my goodness, tractor, get into position already. That was weird. Okay, so this is turned off right now, and as soon as I turn it on... Okay, that was just random. I thought I was going to go into gear, because I thought originally I hit the button and I thought it went to gear, but it just seems that way, so... This is pretty cool. When you get it set up properly and you're able to do what I'm doing here, and just have it work like this, that's actually pretty cool. But like I said, this probably setup is a bit extreme for this size of map, whereas it just seems that way, at least, because you really probably, for a small map like this, you probably don't really need a You probably really don't need like, a big Claas Jaguar, but it's fun. So, like I said, like I was saying in the title, it's, you know, having fun in Hayfield, so that's what we're doing here. So I'm also wasting grass, or a lot of it, because this guy can't follow me very well, apparently. And he's still gonna turn around. What's he doing? One of the other things I noticed on this map, actually, is a lot of the outsides. See how choppy that is? I don't know why that's so choppy. I think because of the number of trees, I want to say. Iron Horse was kind of like this sometimes, too. It would do funny things when you're not, when you're looking around. And there were certain areas there where it was kind of like you be walking around and it'd be like, hey, this is a little choppy here, so anyways. Like I said, the bunker on this map is kind of small. But like I said, it's not really intended for this type of vehicle. I don't think, at least. I suppose, I don't know, like this is maybe a 100-acre, probably not a 100-acre farm. I don't know how big it's supposed to be, but there's only like 8 fields here. So having this much machinery might be a little extreme. I think, at least. I don't know for sure, but let's go get our way. The joys of having this guy run with courseplay. If it was a person, it would just, you know, move appropriately, but of course it's not, so it's difficult to do it by yourself sometimes with courseplay. It's actually funny, because off camera I actually had a fairly easy time getting this guy to work properly, so it's just funny that it should work like this on camera, so well. But it's a really nice looking map. I do like it. The traffic would, you know, would really set me off, I think. Just because I'm not used to that much traffic all in a condensed space like that. Of course, there are other areas where, or other maps, I should say, where that's just normal. I guess Spring Hill Valley was kind of like that, to a certain extent. Oh no, there wasn't any traffic on Spring Hill Valley, now that I think about it. Anyways, there are some other maps where there is a lot of traffic. I think the original Spring Hill Farm, I think, had traffic. Or maybe it's Drayton Farm, I don't know. Actually, I know, going back to Drayton Farm, actually, I realized that, apparently my microphone wasn't set up nicely. Landy Kid, for those people who know who Landy Kid is on YouTube, he actually just he started playing on Drayton Farm a while back there, which is kind of cool, because that's one of the farms I originally started watching people do Let's Plays on. I think it was Predatory Gaming, I think I started watching initially, and he was playing on Drayton Farm. And that's how I kind of started watching a lot of a Let's Play. I don't know how I got started watching him, but I did somehow. So it was kind of fun to see somebody back on that map playing around, because that's an old map from NA Modding, I think it is. It's one of their very first ones. I'm not sure if it's the first one or one of the first ones, but it's definitely up there, that's for sure. So, anyways, I wonder if you can hire a worker in this. Probably not. No. I'm going to drive this because it's going to make a mess of this thing. This weight, this is the OEB MR weight that I DMR'd. So I took the more realistic off of it. That's why I'm able to use it in a regular game. I just like the way it looks. Check it out. Let me just close the courseplay. It's a nice looking weight. In the MR version, you can actually decrease the amount of weight or increase the amount of weight. And I was actually talking to David Oldfield the other day, and there we go. And he was saying that he probably knows enough about modding, or scripting I should say, in order to make the next version of the weight to make a non-MR version, which is really cool, because I like this weight. I like variable weights like that you can change the weight. There's only one other weight I know of off the top of my head, at least, that you're able to do that with, and that is the allo concrete weight, where you where you add concrete to the weight itself. Anyways, this is the bunker right here, for those people who have never seen it. So I actually tried with courseplay to see if this would work. this close, but it doesn't. It's just because you have to go in on a turn like this. It doesn't work very well for courseplay. I discovered. I was just kind of curious more than anything else, but I did try it out just to see. But in a confined space like this, you're better off doing it yourself because you're just going to make a mess of it. So as you can see, we're at 10% already. So it's only, I think it's a 200,000 liter bunker, which isn't very much when you think about it, but it will get the job done on a small farm like this. You could probably do a nice little small dairy operation on this farm. I don't know if you're allowed to pass. In Canada, the dotted lines means you can pass, so I don't know. Maybe in this map you're not supposed to pass on the dotted line? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure the rules for that are similar in the UK, or this is supposed to be Ireland, I want to say. I think it's supposed to be Ireland, at least. But anyways, I think they're supposed to be similar in the sense that... oh, really? It's going to do that all over again? That's annoying. It's funny, I set up the course just... Oh, wrong country. That's another thing that would really throw me off. Having traffic go in the opposite way. Jeez. But it's accurate to the map, so I can't really say much. In England, I think Ireland... There's a couple other places. I think someone mentioned this a while back. I asked this question where... Are there any other places where they drive on the wrong side of the road like that? And I think there's only the UK, basically. And that's it. I don't think there's anywhere else off, but I don't know off the top of my head at least. So, but it's a nice little map. As you can see on the other side over there, 1 and 2 or 1 and 7. Sorry, those are the 2 fields you can plant in your barley and wheat and all that jazz. Is he gonna get stuck there? No, it's not. Oh, good. You can plant your barley and wheat there and whatnot. So. But the rest of the fields are all like this. I don't know what that guy's waiting for. There he goes. They're all like this, so I guess the intention is to do this. There's no BGA either, so I guess you're supposed to just bale hay and make it for your crop, or make it for your crops, make it for your livestock, which makes sense, I guess. I wonder if this combine actually has this much visibility. That's quite a bit, actually. If you look at it, like the fact that I can look all the way back there like that, that's quite a bit. It's quite a nice little bit of visibility. I suppose that'd be nice. I guess you really have to have a large amount of visibility because you're going to have to adjust the pipe and whatnot in order to make sure it goes in the appropriate place. But I don't know. That's one thing that always threw me off. I imagine using this pipe or adjusting the pipe when you're the driver is really difficult. Let me know if you've ever driven a forage harvester like this, either one with, you know, doing this or with corn or something. Let me know if it's really difficult to keep that pipe where you want it to. I'm inclined to believe that they just leave the pipe where it is and they don't do anything with the pipe, and the tractor's the one that adjusts. That's what I want to say happens, but I'm not really sure on that. So let me know if that is the case. I'm kind of curious now that I think about it. So, and I don't know. I imagine, I want to say all forage harvesters probably have or should have a great amount of visibility, just because of what you're doing, because you are putting something into a trailer, I guess. So it should be relatively easy to see where which trailer it's going into. I think, at least. I don't know. Silage is not something I've seen a lot of in real life, just because, for example, my in-laws don't do any kind of silage or anything like that. Although my sister-in-law does a little bit of baleage, I guess it would be called. They do some silage in bale form. So, but that's for their sheep. Other than that, I haven't seen like a full-scale silage situation like this would be. But it would be cool. One of these days it would be cool to go to Europe and check this out and see it in real life, or see a demonstration or something of it. Actually, I think at the Canadian Farm Show in Woodstock, which is on right now, this will be probably on after the fact, so it's done probably. I believe they're going to have lots of different demonstrations. I think they're going to have a silage demonstration there. I know they're having tillage demonstrations, so just showing people, or showing the different types of tillage equipment that's out there these days, so that would be kind of cool to see. I haven't seen one of those yet. One of these days I'm going to go and see a tillage demonstration. Maybe in the spring, we'll see. Oh, that was a waste of that grass. Ah, well. Don't drive too fast. Okay. Just get lined up here. There we go. Yeah, one of these days I'd like to see a tillage demonstration because it'd be cool to see the different way they do it by the different brands. I know we're starting to see a little bit more Lemkin here in Canada, at least. I know at least one John Deere dealer that has Lemkin available that you can buy there, and they actually had the which one is it? They actually had the big cultivator that I've used before. Where is it? This one. They had. Oh no, maybe it wasn't that one. It was one that looked like that, but this is Lemkin I'm talking about. So there's a John Deere dealer that actually has that at their own location. I don't know if it's just that one or if it's all the John Deere dealers, but I'm pretty sure it's just the one. Different companies tend to do it. Like I know, for example, there's a New Holland dealer I know that sells Mahindra, which I believe is an Indian tractor company, and it also sells Krone there as well, and Claas. But Claas, I think they just use. I think the Claas stuff they have there is just traded stuff, but they actually sell Amazon too. Actually, now that I think about it. So they actually have quite a different array of things. So they have Mahindra, which is, like I said, a small company. They have, well, maybe small for here in North America. So they have Mahindra there. They have Amazon now. I actually saw an Amazon dry fertilizer spreader a while back, which was kind of cool to see, because I've never seen one of those. And they had a cultivator, I think it was. So that was also interesting to see. So there, like I said, in the past, there's more and more, you know, European equipment's coming to Canada, North America in general. So for better or for worse, basically, it's coming. But actually, another little random piece of information. I can't remember if I mentioned this or not. Oh, guess he's done. I don't know where he's going. Another little piece of random information. I know that the Claas Zerion 5000, so I believe I have a mod of that. Let me just show you. So the Claas Zerion 5000, which should be this one right here. So this one right here actually made its appearance at the Iowa Farm Paraga show, and they did a little. They didn't do a demonstration, but I actually watched a little video on it a while back. It was interesting to see what they actually had to make some adjustments for North America, because in Europe, of course, you cannot have a certain width, but they actually adjusted the width for Canada or North America, so you can have wider tractors, of course, with dualies and all that jazz. So they actually allowed it. They made it with dualies, and they made some adjustments for hydraulics, I think it was, and they also made some other adjustments in terms of, I think there was one other weird adjustment. It was like the ladder getting up into the tractor itself was changed so to accommodate the wider width, or the width you could allow here in Canada. So it made it easier to get in and out of the tractor itself. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. They didn't show any in-cab stuff, but it was interesting to see nonetheless. Just to see the guy who did the demonstration or the talk about it did a really good job. He was really thorough, referring to or talking about all the different stuff that was available, the different variations of stuff. So it was pretty cool. really interesting stuff. If you like agriculture, I guess you like agriculture, but if you like real farming related information, that was kind of a cool little tidbit of information. Really, come on now, get out of the way. I thought that was an interesting little tidbit of information because they are. It is coming to Canada slowly but surely, and North America, of course, not just Canada. Ah well. Anyways. I think what I'm going to do is going to stop the episode there for now, folks. If you would like to see more of this type of thing, just me just messing about, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of this. What's he slipping on? He never had a problem he didn't have a problem last time, but this time apparently has a problem getting in there. I don't know. Maybe he was going too fast or he was avoiding a car. No idea. Yeah, he must have been avoiding a car because he's in the wrong place now. Anyways, like I said, if you'd like to see more of this, let me know in the comments. And that's it for today, folks. My name is Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013. Having some fun on Hayfield. Catch you guys later.